As the SABC throughout the day has been shining a spotlight on the national water crisis that's been happening, honing in on what's happening in cities like Johannesburg, the economic hub, of course, extended to the provinces of Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, the Eastern Cape, and obviously also following those flash floods that we saw, devastating impacts in Mpumalanga and Limpopo alike. So we're looking at some of the challenges, some of the ways to mitigate against it. I mean, earlier on, we spoke to Professor Anya Du Plessis from UNISA, a water expert, and really just unpacking some of the issues when it comes to Rand water, bulk water supply, the issues of leakages, how there is non-compliance in some areas when it comes to that blue drop report. Our reporters Lerato, Makola and Patricia Fasahi also in and around Hammanskraal and Sedibeng areas to speak to some of the residents there, focusing on the challenges that they're facing given years of infrastructure failure, municipal collapse as well, and how this has affected water provision at large. And so aging infrastructure, poor maintenance has resulted in widespread disruptions, also leaving residents without reliable access to water. So let's cross to Lerato. Makola now is standing by once again to give us an update. Lerato, good morning. I mean, obviously you're in conversation with those directly affected by what's happening when it comes to water shortages and outages. Dire effects when it comes to the impact on households and the local economies. Where are you at this point? What are some of those sentiments that are currently also being echoed as we continue to shine a spotlight on the water crisis?
Well, yes, indeed, Lisa, we are still here in the Sedibeng district, but right now we have moved. We are here in Evaton, where the residents, they continue to face intermittent water supply. This means that they don't have water on a 24-hour basis. This means that their taps run dry for a few hours or a few days and then come back. But I'm just going to ask my colleague Bulelani just to pan the camera so that the viewers at home can actually see the situation right now. I just want him to show us the residents. One of the residents was filling up her bucket to ensure that they have water when the taps run dry. So you can see that their buckets are right there to ensure that when the water run dry, the taps run dry, they have water. And the residents are calling for urgent action for reliable and consistent water supply. And earlier on, we engaged with one of the residents in Theoville van der Bijl Park, who mentioned that it's been 20 years they haven't been living without water. But right now I'm just going to engage with one of the residents here, Untate Kupega, just to tell us more about the situation here in Evaton. And that they thank you so much for your time. If you could just give us a picture of how's the situation in Evaton.
The situation is very bad, and it's caused ama sewer spillages, because whilst water is not there, people are using their toilets with no water to run the sewer. So sibanengxaki yamanzi ukuthi kufuneka ntambama njalo or nasemini ugcwale fill up your buckets. As you have seen, you fill up your buckets to get ready and wait for the tap. When the tap runs dry, then you have your water spare to use for washing your body and to drink.
And Baba, I understand that maybe if you can give us a picture, because you mentioned
the worst frustrating issue is electricity in Evaton and small farms. We don't have electricity for about 10 years. Some of the areas didn't even have no electricity for more than 10 years. That is why there were illegal connections that caused the electricity to not to be available in Evaton and small farm.
And Baba, ahead of our election, local election, and the State of the Nation address to President Ramaphosa's speech, like, what is it, or what change would you like to see from the leadership or into Angaitasha or President Ramaphosa during his son?
We would like the president to speedily fix electricity. That's a crucial issue, and water. Those are basic needs, constitutional rights for every human being. We would like a president to address that very speedily.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, Lizelle. The ongoing water challenge here in Evaton highlight the growing frustration of residents who are still waiting for reliable access to water.